Welcome back to the most news in the morning. Time for an AM original, something you'll see only on American Morning. Today's story is about helping kids who have moms and dads in the military and are stationed overseas.
Summer camps across the country are trying to fill the void when a parent is deployed. Our Jason Carroll spent some time at one and he's here now to share the story. Good morning, Jason.
Definitely a need for something like this. You know, the camp we visited has a simple goal: provide a place for children whose parents are deployed, and in doing so, help those children deal with the pain of separation. This summer camp in Connecticut looks much like any other camp.
Be safe! Be safe!
You'll see the children tackling traditional camp activities, but once you speak to them,
my dad was gone for like 80 days.
You realize there's something special about the children here.
My dad's deploying in a few weeks for Iraq.
Bailey Gruyon is 12, Bradley Vion just 10. They're part of Camp Operation Purple. Here, every child has a parent in the military who is or will be deployed.
Yeah.
Does that help to have other kids around you like
Yeah, it does, because like they know what you're going through, like at times when they're gone for a really long time and you're stressed out because they're not in the country.
The National Military Family Association started camps like this back in 2004. They had 12 then. Now they have 68 all over the country. The association says right now 155,000 children have a parent deployed to either Iraq or Afghanistan. Both of Bradley's parents are in the Air Force and have been deployed 4 times. How would you describe what that's like for you when your dad says, "I've got to go and get on a plane, I've got to go"?
Well, it's not really with a warning, so it's kind of like you're in shock. So
one study showing children whose parents are deployed are more likely to suffer from anxiety and emotional problems. Operation Purple helps in part by surrounding them with other children in the same situation. Bailey Gruyon's father leaves for Iraq in 2 weeks, his 5th deployment.
Now I'm talking to everybody about it. My counselors, some, even the little kids. They said, "Oh, have your parents been deployed?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Oh, how do you feel?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm sad. Daddy's going." And I'm like, "Oh, I know how you feel."
Support from the Sierra Club makes this week-long camp possible for children like Bailey and Brandon, but over time, finding funding has gotten harder.
I mean, we're pretty far along in these wars, and at first, you know, there's a lot of interest and a lot of concern, support, but just because it's been a few years doesn't mean that there aren't still families that are dealing with it.
One way that helps these children cope is knowing their parents are doing something honorable.
I guess I'm feeling a little sad, but I guess I'm kind of proud that he's going, because I know that he's going to be doing stuff for our country.
Well, the camp is 1 week and it's free. And it's so popular, the National Military Family Association actually has to turn some families away because there's simply not enough space for everyone. You know, the one thing that struck me about both of those kids, Bradley and Bailey, is the fact that they were so mature, such maturity at such a young age.
Well, they've had to deal with a lot. I mean, you talk 4 and 5 deployments for their families.
Yeah, dealing with that and having a pragmatic outlook on it too, and of course being proud of the parent that's going away. But if the camp is so popular and it's running into funding problems, what are the chances it will be able to keep going to the degree that it is?
Well, you know, I actually asked that, and the Sierra Club was, you know, the Sierra Club obviously helps them out in doing things, but, you know, the need is there. So if anyone out there wants to donate, you can go online and make a donation.
It's a great thing to donate to. Jason Carroll, great story. Thanks so much for bringing it to us.
You bet.
Jason.
Top stories coming your way in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us.